What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon Kindle Create Space. Link will be in the description box below, as usual. This one's entitled Ignoring the Positives. There are a lot of things in life that are negative, that get attention, but we ignore a lot of the positives. I do too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to really step back and think about all of the good things about life in general, right? And for some people that's hard because there's always the need for more, and the lust to get higher and higher and ascend and go to higher levels and make more money and be more successful and get quote unquote fame and fortune and master this capitalistic society, and you know but in the midst of that, we don't really take the time to smell the roses. you know the small things that make life worthwhile. I may talk about serious topics on my videos, but and my day-to-day life, I'm a jokester most of the time, because I remember, like, when I was in second grade, I got my throat cut in an accident, almost died. So from that point on, I tried to understand I'm more in tune with the importance of living and life, and I'm more in tune with the fact that this is not the end all. This is not the end. Okay. But in that, we're gonna have good times and bad times, and when we always talk about and emphasize the bad times, those bad times should make you appreciate the good things. Like, my best friends are dead. I'm not gonna lie, they're dead. So do I have friends, but my closest friends have been dead at almost close to 10 years. But so my closest relationships of people that know me, I haven't had, and they are that's irreplaceable. And that would be considered a bad thing. But the good thing, is I at least had people who cared about me, for real, and meant it and showed it. And I actually had that connection with people. They say it's better to have love and lost than to never love at all. And I believe that's true, because even if you lose that love, guess what? You've loved. And people don't appreciate that sometimes. So, like, everybody wants to triumph, but it's the journey of the struggle and the failures and the adversity. It bothers a lot of times people, but honestly, it makes victories a whole lot sweeter, because you know what you had to go through. And that's just my opinion. Sometimes cracking jokes that make people laugh, people remember things. Like, I've done things and played practical jokes on people because I'm petty and I'm a clown, but I've done things that people remember to this day that were good gestures. And the positive things go a very long way. Like, people do live with negative or negative scars for a lifetime, but they also live with the positive things for a lifetime. And I think we just live in a world where we don't really vocalize our appreciation for the positives in life. Complaining about the ills of life while you're living a life is understandable, but at least say, you know what, man, I had some great moments. I've known some great people, you know. I've done some hilariously funny things, you know. And I think that's what's missing sometimes. Like, I notice it's hard for people to just go somewhere and let loose and have fun. You know, that's something that's sad to me because I can cut on the radio and enjoy the music and just have fun. I don't care if I'm at work. I don't care if I'm in my car. I don't care if I'm at the gym. I don't care if I'm in the grocery store. I could listen to, you know, a comedy show and just bust up laughing and go somewhere and just enjoy myself. I can go to a nightclub or a lounge and just meet a stranger and not necessarily try to get in her pants or take her home, but just have an exchange and have some fun and build a rapport. You know, I've run across many people who we remember each other from other places, and we can pick up a laugh whether I have the numbers or not. You know, because giving out good energy is a cool thing. You know, I think that we ignore that too often. You know, you get in your car, you roll the windows down, ride, enjoy the view, and think about the good things in life, you know. I remember, like last year I was clowning my son. Like we was at Universal Studios. And he always try to act like he a tough guy. I was like, you soft, B. But, so I had to literally drag him on the Harry Potter roller coaster. And kicking and screaming and no, I'm scared. I thought you was hard, son. They got the castle and they got the dragon out front and stuff like that. Like, you little punk. But I had to drag him. We got to drag him through the line. It took like 30 minutes to get on the ride. And after the ride was over, and even after the day was over, because we went 2 days in a row, after everything was over and we get on the plane, we coming back, he says, you know what's my favorite one? I was like, The Simpsons. Because The Simpsons had a dope ride. I ain't gonna lie for y'all, The Simpsons had the dopest ride there. I'm not even gonna front. But he's like, nah, the Harry Potter. I was looking, and I wanted to go, you little bitch. You know, but it's that type of stuff, like the positive things, you know. I used to start food fights with people, practical jokes. I mean, I remember, because I'm petty, like I said. I remember my mother was dating, I was a teenager, and she wanted to meet this guy, and he's, So, me and my cousin went to a gag gift store, and I bought some gum. There was one that was like tasted like dirt, one that was not jalapeno, but just hot peppers, and one that was that turned your mouth blue. You know, you gotta have some fun. This is what I mean by, you know, ignoring the positives. I know this is petty, but it's still funny. So, me being me, because I always bought gum, people would always steal my gum. This is why I bought the gag gifts, right? So, the blue mouth stuff was like wintergreen. The peppers was like big red, and the dirt was like it's dirt or garlic, I forget which one. It was like double mint. So what I did was, my mother, I put everything in each wrapper. I actually put the gum in the blue gum in the wintergreen wrapper, right? Winter fresh. And I had I put the pepper gum in the big red wrapper. So my mother wanted to go out on a date. It's like, you know what? I can't let you go out there with your breath stink. Go ahead and take some of this gum, right? So you know what she did. And I walked out like Kaiser Soze, you know, like, gotcha. And to this day, they get on me about that. My mother's like, I can't believe you was going to let me go out. Because she was with my aunt at the time, and she's talking, and she just lets out that, because my mouth turned blue, and I was like, yeah. And my aunt started dying laughing, like, ooh, that boy petty and dirty. But little did my aunt know, I got her ass on the plane ride back when she left, because she wanted the big red for the plane, so her ears didn't pop. And like I said before, walked off like, guys, that's so sad, right? So we ignore have the fun things and the playful things we do. I remember the fun relationships I had with even females and the things we did. Those things should stop getting ignored on a regular basis. I remember one of the funnest times I had in my house was I had all my friends came over, and they brought their kids, and I think I said this before, I'm not too sure. And we had a barbecue and a cookout, because we do that for holidays. And I bought a gang of water guns, and I had cousins come from Louisiana and shit. And I bought a gang of water guns. I bought a gang of water balloons, and I filled up a cooler with water balloons, and I had like super soakers, little mini guns, and all kinds of things. So literally, you go outside, and these kids is going at it, and these parents is going outside banging on their kids. The kids is banging on their parents. It's kids that was down the block that just happened to see kids playing water guns. The kids came down, and it was kids just going nuts, just throwing water balloons and shooting up people and everything. It was like one of the funniest experiences, and I was glad that I was able to give somebody or provide a memory like that, because it still was fun for me. And the kids always remember that time, man. It was and cracking up. No children got hurt in that shootout. Now, but we gotta have, I appreciate when I graduated college. Bad part about it, I didn't even go to my own graduation. I ain't gonna front. But we never talk about the good stuff, the fun. I'm not gonna say never. We minimize and marginalize the good stuff and fun stuff, and having positivity seems like it's something for the stars and famous people. No, it's for everybody, man. I'm not gonna lie. We can say it's okay to give people compliments and say, you know what, I can't smash, but you look good today. You know what, you do good work. You know what, I just like who you are. It's okay. We ignore the positive, because the ignoring it has made people be less and less positive. To the point where you're around people and people be like, why are you so happy? Like, excuse me, I didn't know that I needed to be sweet as a lemon, like yo dull ass. But that's just my opinion on that, man. And I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna enjoy this little vacation. We out.